Welcome to Magnificence Moments number 19. The topic today is confidence. I'm Sue, your Magnificence mentor. What is confidence? Confidence to me is the ability to believe that something is possible, something is achievable. So, for example, we might be confident that because we ate breakfast this morning, we won't be hungry until lunchtime. That's a pretty simple kind of confidence. Or because we got on the right bus first thing this morning, it took us to our destination, to work or to play or to school. So we have confidence in that because we've learned over time that when we do certain things in a certain way, then we know we can do it. We know what the end result will be. If we go back to when we're little, we maybe don't have a lot of confidence in our abilities to do much of anything because it's all brand new. We're learning for the very first time. So, do we have the confidence to roll over again when we did it for the first time? Maybe not. Maybe we didn't quite understand how it happened. It was probably a surprise. And then somehow all the muscles work in concert again and we roll over a second time. And our wee brains think about that and say, well, that was interesting. I wonder if I can do it again. Well, it doesn't take very long before we've repeated that enough times that we're pretty confident in our ability to roll over. And after a while, we don't even think about it. We just do it. Same thing with crawling, same thing with walking, and eventually talking and so on from there. So our confidence builds from a starting point of like almost nothing. And then as we experience a pattern that repeats over and over again, then our confidence builds. Now, of course, that can work in the negative as well, because if we've made a certain kind of mistake over and over and over again, then we soon learn an odd kind of confidence that, well, that's probably going to happen again. Which is a good learning because it's at that point that we decide, maybe I better try something different because the outcome is not what I desire. So when we become self-confident, when we're confident in our own abilities, so there's a variety of ways we can build that confidence. We can build it from our ability to make decisions. So how do we choose what things will work for us? And usually it's experience and experimenting over time that helps us build that. We can have some growing confidence in our abilities as we discover our talents, as we discover through experience what works and what doesn't work when we apply ourselves to a certain task. Then that confidence grows and we say, yes, I've learned how to do that. I started at step A and now I'm already at maybe L or M or something like that. So then we get a pretty good sense of confidence about that. Every new experience we have will show us what our level of confidence is. Sometimes it's a very small degree and sometimes it's a much larger degree. My first adventure driving in California with the freeways and the traffic was a little daunting to me until I had some practice. And after a little while, maybe a week or so, I thought, wow, I can do this. I'm pretty confident that when I get behind the wheel, I'll be able to get from point A to point B safely and in exactly the way I had hoped. So that was a big learning for me, and it was a huge thrill when I recognized, yes, I can do it, and my confidence was there. So sometimes it's easy for our confidence to erode because of life circumstances. There are times when we get a blow that just shakes our very core being. It questions our power to do anything, and then our confidence can get rattled. So losing our confidence because of a life event can happen. And of course, having a series of scenarios where we don't believe for one reason or another that we can't trust ourselves, that too will erode our self confidence. So it's an ongoing process to really stay connected with what our level of confidence is right now and to keep adding to it and to keep growing in that confidence. So the more you can do, whether it's improving your brain power or trying something, learning a new language, taking up a musical instrument, taking singing lessons. There's so many ways that we can add to who we are and build on a sense of confidence, because every time we achieve something, that adds a little notch, and then pretty soon we're pretty confident in a variety of situations. Because life is a learning adventure and we're always experimenting, I don't know if we ever get to 100% confident in all cases, but I think we can be pretty close in a lot of them. It's very much an action-oriented kind of thing, and it's also a reflective kind of approach to say, well, how confident am I? And what could that do to my level of belief in my own magnificence if I kept working on my self-confidence? And then what kind of power would I feel that I had if I did that? So give it a shot, because you know you are magnificent.